Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Calvin, and welcome back to some Black Ops 2. And today, just like last episode, I'm going to do a recording commentary style. And yeah, so in the background is me playing some Domination. We do quite well, actually. And I need to find me, actually, in a second.
Explosive, get him. Secure.
There you go. So about that. And yeah, so today's topic of the day. It's not really of the day, but anyway, is apparently Netflix says it is killing the BitTorrent traffic. It itself, Netflix, is the one helping the community, apparently, by destroying piracy. A little background story. The video streaming giant Netflix believes that making content available is the best way to beat online piracy, and that the company has data to back this up. Yeah, it hasn't released the data, it's just said it's got data. So, whether that's true or not, I don't know. The Chief Content Officer, Ted Sarandos, reveals that ISPs are noticing a drop in BitTorrent traffic every time they launch a new territory. The best way to combat piracy isn't don't know what the word means, and criminally, but is by giving good options, Sarandos says. So, Netflix has got about, I don't know, 30 million users or something, and I'm one of them. And I've got to say, this is... I don't know, as much as I think it's right, it's wrong. I don't think them just by themselves are... Oh my god. Them by themselves are, you know, contributing to this, but there's a dog barking and it's annoying me. But yeah, I mean, generally, you know, I just think, well, I use Netflix, and before I used Netflix, oh my god. And, I use Netflix, and, sorry, I've shut the dog off. I use Netflix all the time, and for me, before that, I did kind of do my fair share of torrenting and stuff like that, and I think generally, I do agree with them, and that Netflix has came up, and, you know, you pay $5.99 a month, and you do get a ridiculous amount of TV shows and movies, and there's no cap on it, it's just unlimited, you know what I mean? You could watch 50 movies in a day, somehow, you know, and not, you know, it's still £5.99 a month. Like, you know, let's say that most DVDs that are new that get released are like a tenner, you know, there's like £10 in the shop. So when you look at it and you think, well, actually, I've just saved myself 50 quid because I've watched 5 movies today and I only pay $5.99 for them. So actually, in general, it's quite a good deal. They said there's still a lot that can be done to improve the current situation. Since the launch of Netflix streaming site in 2008, BitTorrent traffic has continued to rise in the United States. And it blames Games of Thrones. Like, Netflix themselves blame Games of Thrones because of the pirates. Like, they're saying there's an increase because of this show, because you have to pay to watch it, and no one wants to pay. They just want to fucking watch it. You know, and they say that it's because basically, if they would, Netflix was to buy, you know, to buy it and put it on their array of content, that less people would worry about pirating it and more about just, you know, waiting a couple of weeks and then watching it later. Now, generally, in my opinion, that they're right. I think Netflix is a big contributor to stopping piracy, and there's a lot of other streaming sites that offer the same service, but not to their potential. They are literally have the best, like, widest range of TV shows from the world, and, you know, movies, and they don't, like, they have a lot of newer movies compared to what I see on, like, Love Film and stuff. And I used Love Film for at least 6 months before I changed to Netflix, because I got a free 12 months on TalkTalk, and I do agree that Netflix is a lot better. You know, but I don't like the fact that the way of, like, reviewing something isn't there, and Love Film, anyway, it's a different topic. According to the Chief, Sarandos, this has to change. You know, they think that the fact that they have proof data, they have data that shows them that, oh my god, dude, look at this, stopping piracy, something needs to change. Because obviously, you know, well, if they're doing something, then everything's doing something. So I don't know, but we'll see. They also say it's not rocket science and it's quite logical to most, but there's still parts. Oh my god.
Secure the objective.
Parts of the world where movies and TV options are rather limited. Even in the United States, some releases are held back or delayed to save old business models, and I agree. The latest release of the new Fast and Furious, or Fast 6, or whatever it's called, doesn't actually get released until the 26th of May in the US, whereas actually it's the 17th of May in the UK. So, you know, we see it like practically a whole week before. You know what I mean? It's like a whole week before we get to see it. What's the point in that, you know? It's like they speak the same difference. You know, what's the point in that? They're just asking for it, in my opinion. It doesn't make sense. Why parents are blasting the TV and stuff? So, overall, in my general opinion, that you should... Netflix has a ridiculous amount of users, and it will continue to get ridiculous amount of users because it's continually buying things, and the way that companies are able to buy things and then distribute it shows that, to be honest with you, they can do what they want. You know, if it costs them like, I don't really know how much it would cost them to buy something and stream it, but there's a website in the UK, and it's called TV Catch Up. It basically allows you to watch all of the free-view channels online, and they actually got to court, and they won the right to keep the website running, and basically because there's nothing against it, you know. If someone who is a UK citizen but just lives in a different country, or is in a different country for a couple of years or something, wants, you know, why can't they go on a website and watch TV shows? Because they're still a UK citizen, right? I mean, that's stopping them. It doesn't make sense. Like, if they're in a different country and they're not allowed to do this and that, then they're just going to find another way around it. You know what I mean? If I was living in a different country and I wanted to watch, I don't know, the Family Guy or something or Top Gear, Dave, and I had to find a way, you know, and I'm not allowed to watch it on TV Catch Up because I'm not in the same country, I would just put in a fake postcode and then just put like, yeah, I apparently live in the UK, like, it's just what simple. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this rant on Netflix and what my view is, and see you